Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Melanie Galindo. Make sure you do go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you are already a subscriber, welcome back. So today I have some pretty exciting news. This is actually going to be a very short video, but it felt fitting to come on YouTube to make this announcement because I am working, have been working on a huge project that has been taking a lot of time for me to get to. It's something that I've just kind of was contemplating in the back of my head, even though I know I've always wanted to do it. And two, just like the process of doing the whole entire thing is a lot less complicated. No, a lot more complicated than I thought it was. But stick around, stay tuned for the good news, and yeah. So if you hear some really strange pig noises, Penelope just decided to join us. Penelope, what are you doing, girl? She's just, it's like, it's her world and I'm just living it at this point. Anyways, but like I was saying, this is something that I have been going back and forth about, creating and doing. It is something that it always has been a goal of mine, something that my friends have always suggested to me. I tend to be the friend that people come to when they want to hear the shit that they don't want to hear, because I'm always going to give you the logical, real tea. So that being said, months after, maybe 6 months, 7 months of going back and forth of trying to create the most perfect, ideal, whatever, finally launched my podcast. So exciting. This is something that I've always wanted to do, but yeah, it's pretty interesting and kind of intimidating and kind of nerve-wracking putting yourself out there. It's really weird to me because with YouTube and being in front of the camera, I have I'm never nervous. It just kind of goes, it flows really easy to me. It's very easy for me to edit. I can usually film, record, edit, and upload all within an hour, which is pretty crazy. But when it came to the podcast aspect of it, I feel like it's a lot more serious. So it's something that I really wanted, me being the perfectionist that I am, I really wanted to go ahead and just really talk about serious things and also do it in a way where it's kind of easy for the listener to understand and, make it kind of a valuable thing for me to put out there. I want to share every ounce of knowledge or every ounce of every single book I've read, every ounce of every seminar I've gone to, every ounce of thousands of dollars I've invested into myself mentally. I want to go ahead and share that with you guys. And at the end of the day, my podcast is just going to be a creative, knowledgeable outlet for me to go ahead and kind of just feed you guys any information that I think is valuable. So the name of my podcast, it is called the Transitioning Period Podcast with Melanie Galindo. I am the only host on there. I will later do interviews, but as of right now, it is my podcast and it's probably going to stay that way. But it is one of those things where when kind of creating the podcast, I kind of went back and forth with what kind of, I guess you could say niche or genre or whatever I wanted to go towards. And at the end of the day, I want this podcast to be a reflection of who I am. And at the end of the day, I'm not just one person. I don't just do one thing. I consider myself a well-rounded individual. I consider myself an entrepreneur. I consider myself a saleswoman. I consider myself a fashion enthusiast. I consider myself a spiritual being. So I really wanted to go ahead and create something that is just a combination of everything and who I am. So at the end of the day, the purpose of the podcast is to motivate, it is to encourage, it is to develop you in some kind of way. That's my ultimate goal. But I also want to go ahead and kind of make it fun, keep it real with you guys, really just be very transparent, like share with you guys what has helped me, from moving from city to city, from trying different new things, from dealing with the shitty boys, from, going through very toxic, weird, relationships in my life. So I just want this to be a space where I'm able to go ahead and share any ounce of information that I've obtained. And by no means I'm saying that I'm perfect or I know it all. I am aware that I'm only 23 years old, even though I feel like I am turning 29 pretty soon. My birthday's coming up. But other than that, I'm very, very, very much aware that I'm pretty young, but I've also experienced a lot for my age, and I've also done a lot for my age. So that is just my motivation behind the whole podcast. I just simply wanted to be a creative space for myself to just interact with you guys. And every single week, I am going to be uploading once a week. Every single week, I just wanted it to be kind of like a nice little chit chat with you guys. I was debating between doing it both on YouTube and on just the podcast, just the audio version. As of right now, we are going to stick with just the audio just because that's what I feel comfortable with right now. I feel like maybe as time goes by and I get more comfortable with it, it is something that maybe we'll throw some videos in there. But right now, I am committed to just simply doing audio. You guys, it's a lot tougher in my opinion than you think. I don't know if it's just because I'm a perfectionist or what the deal is, but I spent hours creating the first episode and filming the first episode, and just all of it. It actually took a lot. It was a whole day's works of process that I really wasn't aware of. And now, obviously your first time doing something, it is something that you kind of you grow as you go. So hopefully that's what's happening right now. Hopefully by the time I'm, more comfortable with it, it'll be like a lot more easier. But as of right now, that's what's happening. But I just wanted to share the news with you guys. You guys can go ahead and go and support. I've had so many people literally in the last 2-3 years, just me sharing my sales career. I know I like to keep my videos very motivational and very, business savvy, but also kind of realistic to you guys, the listener. So I'm excited to share all of that. I know I've made videos here on my YouTube channel that really talk about trusting the process and, all of that. And the reason I chose the transitioning period as the title is because I'm a human being that is constantly evolving, and I am in the process of becoming the best version of myself every single day. So the transitioning period, meaning you deciding that you want that for yourself as well. I've already decided. I've been living my life, working on being that person. Hence motivation in creating the podcast. I feel like I'm at that place in my life now. But for you guys, if you are not there yet, if you are kind of struggling with figuring out what you want to do, and I'm not saying I know exactly, I have a very, very, very clear idea what I want to do, but I'm not saying, ooh la la. But if you are kind of where I was 3 years ago, this is more so to kind of just, in a sense, just be like a little outline to kind of inspire you just based on what I've been through. So the transitioning period is just you really, really deciding, like, I'm really going to be that boss ass bitch that I know I am, because we are that, but sometimes, we go through experiences in life that kind of just take us away from that. So, just really making sure you're on track to just really being the boss version of yourself is what the podcast is motivated for. That includes within yourself, at the end of the day, it's like not letting people, do bad things to you or mistreat you, or just not being in alignment to who you are and how you treat others. So I really want to talk about self-development. I really want to talk about relationship. I really want to talk about boys. I really want to talk about just anything that I feel like is fitting, during the process. And the reason why I want to do it one time a week is because I just genuinely want it to be organic. I want to kind of grow with the podcast. So kind of just make the episodes with what's going on in my life, what I'm going through. Because what I'm going through right now, who knows, like, you're probably not there or you're currently there. So that's the reason I kind of wanted to go. I wanted to be a nice little transition, and I just think it's going to be an amazing thing to listen to years from now when I'm older and I'm kind of, probably laughing at what I'm saying now, but again, it's all about transitioning. It's all about evolving. It's all about, you know, walking up and waking up and being your highest self, and just, you know, showing up to every room knowing that you're that bitch and just making it known. And that's the whole shebang. As of right now, I am going to be launching the episodes on Thursdays, maybe around noon. Haven't really decided, but for sure on Thursdays, you guys will tune in to watch a new episode or listen to a new episode. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and share with that. This is such a big milestone for me. Like I said, this is something that I had kind of like a personal mental barrier within myself of getting started. And now that it's at the process where it is started and it's a thing, you know, the trailer is out, so you guys can go listen to that on Spotify. We haven't been approved for Apple Music, but it is on Spotify. It is one of those things where it's kind of crazy. And the message, the moral of the story with me starting it is, when I filmed my first trailer, I got this urge of excitement that I have only gone very, very few times in my life. So it just was an amazing reminder that I'm doing the right things and I'm in alignment to who I am and, you know, who I'm going to be. And I'm thankful for who I'm going to be. But yeah, guys, I'm very, very excited. Stay tuned. The next episode, the first episode ever, is going to be tomorrow. So very, very excited to have you guys on board. It's nice to know that people are listening, because there are a lot of hours that go behind just creating a podcast. So your support means the world to me. Make sure you do go ahead and share, whether it's this video, whether it's the podcast, all of that. It'll literally mean the world to me. I don't think you guys have an idea of how much I've invested into this, one, time-wise, and two, emotionally. But I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to share this journey with you guys. Like always, everyone, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and all of that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.